All right, so let's run our application, and we're going to do this only once. And I'm going to go to my Firebase console. Here we should refresh. And if everything worked, we should have a drinks collection. And inside we should have 6 items. Each one will have our drink object here. So this is our database, our drinks. And we have cold, we have hot, soft drinks with all the information, including the image links. So this worked fine. Make sure that you will go to home view model. First of all, save menu, remove this function or comment it out. And from home view on appear, save menu, this one also we take out. Otherwise, we are going to write the same menu one more time, and it's not going to overwrite because every time we give it a different ID. So it will create a new 6 new drinks there, which are similar to the ones we already had. So let's go to our Firebase repository here. I'm going to keep this function here just in case if we need later on, just comment it out. And then let's create the function that will create order for us. So it's similar to the one we had with creating Firebase drinks in our Firebase. So I can actually copy that line, and here we'll say try. Let's put everything into catch block actually. And this we will cut and paste here. We'll say try Firebase reference. Very important to change this to orders. Then document ID. We don't have drink here, we have order. We're passing in order ID. Set data from, and we pass order.self. So it will encode our order and save it to our Firebase. Let's keep this for now here. So we see, actually, no, let's comment it out. I will keep it, but comment out and say print error saving order to Firebase. And let's also pass our error localized description. Always print these localized descriptions if you are dealing with Firebase, because you get some very useful error messages there if something goes wrong. So let's try to place an order, and hopefully it will be saved in our cloud. So do we have a user? No, let me put one. My street 1 and mobile, let's say 1 2 3 4 5. Create a user. Let's go to our basket and let's get place an order. And I'm going to go here, refresh, and now we have orders. There is one item inside. Customer address my street 1, phone number 12345, customer name is David, order ID is this, and items is an array. We have one drink item inside with the details, and we have order total. So our order was saved online, and drinks we already have here saved. So the last thing is left for our Firebase repository here, instead of fetching the drinks from our dummy data, is to fetch them from our Firebase. So let's get rid of this line. And here we are going to, because Firebase normally doesn't have this async return things, so we are going to modify it in order to get this with our nice async code. So I'll say try await, and then with checked throwing continuation, and then we have the body. Let's actually get rid of all this and put curly braces. So inside here we are going to have our continuation in. So now we can use our Firebase reference, and we want fc, actually I can say dot order. We need drinks. We need to fetch all the drinks here also. We don't have to write it long, just order. So we want to access our drinks and we want to get documents with completion handler. So on our completion handler, we will have a query snapshot and query snapshot and an error, which is an optional. All right. So first we want to check if there are any errors. So say if let error equals error, we say continuation dot resume throwing error, and we pass our error, and then we say return. We want to go out of this callback. Then we say guard let documents is equals to our query snapshot, which is an optional, and we access the documents. Else, again, we access our continuation dot resume, and we want to actually return, this time returning an empty array. And again, we want to say return here, so we don't continue. If everything goes well, we have no error and we have documents, we want to convert that into an array of drinks and return. So we say let result is equals documents dot compact map, and we want, let's get rid of this and put our curly braces. We will get our query document snapshot, and we want to transform this into a drink optional in. And here we will say return try question mark query document snapshot data as, and we want to convert it into a drink self. So once we have this result array, which is collection of all the drinks that we have received, all the snapshot that we have received converted into an array of drinks, we want to say continuation resume returning array of drinks, which is a result in our case. So this is the all function that is going to convert our normal callback Firebase function into async function. We are already calling this function in our home view model, which is fetch data. So let's go ahead and run. And obviously, if everything is working, we shouldn't see any changes in our application, because we used to have the same menu in our dummy data. Now we are fetching it from our Firestore, which, as you can see, we have exactly the same things. What I can do is just to test it out. You can take any of our drinks. This is the espresso. Let's press put espresso 12 in the name. And now if I rerun my application, I should see not espresso, but espresso 12. So this shows that we are getting our data from our Firebase. Just bring it back to normal. Okay, and I need to rerun to get everything back. So let's try to actually order something. We have a user. Let me order some latte. Basket, create an order. Order is emptied. Let's go here and check our orders. We should have 2 items. One is, let's see what we have here, ice latte. The other one was Coca-Cola. So this was my last drink that I ordered for 3.5 euros. And my order is created. So we have our menu, we have orders that are created, and this is how our application is working. We will do one more thing, because right now we don't have any proper error handling. I will do it only on my basket view. So whenever we have some kind of item, and if I come here and click, if I log out and click on add, there is nothing happening. So we want to fix that. We want to inform the user that something went wrong, and we want to show what actually went wrong. So let's, inside my model, I'm going to create a new file, call this app error. And here let's create an enum app error, and this is of type error, and we will have a case of empty basket error and no user error. Let's create an extension to this, because apart from creating this error, these errors don't have really a proper description to them. So it's if we pass these errors, we don't get a really good description for our user. So I will say extension on app error, custom string convertible, and here we will say public var description is a string, and we will just switch on self, which is all the options we have here. And here we will be able to give custom description for every single one of our error types. So I'll say case empty basket error, and we just want to return. So we say you have no items in your basket. And then we have the other case, which is our no user error, and we say return, please log in to place an order. Technically, this error we should never hit, because our button is not the button, we have the empty view, so we cannot actually click our button, but let's just have it here for teaching purposes anyway. Maybe you don't want to have empty basket view. So now, in order to use this app error in our basket view model, which is basket view model here, we're going to add two things to our basket view model. It's published var basket error of type app error, but this is an optional because it may be a nil. And let's copy and paste this, and show error by default is equals to false. Okay, and we need to set this. Now, when we are in our, where are we? Create order. Yes, when we are here, we are returning if our items are empty. So before we return, we want to say basket error is equals empty basket, and then I want to say show error equals to true. And in case if we have no user, which is the chances that we will hit this error is really big, because this is the only thing we will be able actually to hit with our current setup, we say basket error is equals to dot no user error, and again show error is equals to true. So now, in case when we are trying to create an order we hit any of these, we will set our error and we will show an error. So this is basically a flag here, a boolean that we are setting it to true. In our basket view is the place that we are going to actually show the error, not in our basket view model. We are just changing our variable there. So here I'm going to just do a simple alert after our navigation title. I will say alert, and this takes is present error action. So is presented, I'm going to pass $, basket dot show error. This is not the one we need actually. Alert is presented. We need the one, yes, with the message and dismiss button. So we say $, basket show error, This error we remove. We want a message. So say alert. Title will be a text error, and comma message will be text, and then we pass our basket error because it's an optional. Then we want to get the description, or if there is nothing, we put just an empty string, and dismiss button will be default with a text of OK. So let's run our application one more time. Right now I don't have any users. Let's order Americano, go to the basket and click error. Please log in to place an order. So let me just quickly try test user mobile 0099 create. All right, let's go to basket, place an order. Now order is placed. We didn't see any error. Right now we cannot see the second error. We cannot hit it because we have this screen and there is no button to click. But what you could do to test it out is just comment out this part, rerun the application. So in case, let's say you don't have any empty views, right now we have a user, but we don't have anything in the basket. If I hit error, you have no items in your basket. So our error handling is working nicely. Let me bring it back. So this was all for this course. We have a simple ordering coffee shop thing that you can order things online. You can actually not only order coffee, but you can use this code as a starting place for any online small shop that you want to set up. And hopefully you learned something from this course. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can follow us on our Twitter, on our Facebook, and also on our YouTube channel, and obviously on our website iosdevschool.com. Thank you and have a good day.